Hey guys, and welcome to this hobby tips video on how to paint a turquoise blue-green blend on Eldrad Ulthran from the Eldarian Warhammer 40k. So you might be saying to yourself, but Adrian, you've done plenty of blue-green blends on the channel. Why are you doing another one? Well, this one's turquoise. I've found a new recipe and I think it's really cool and I think you'll like it. We're going to do it on this Elder model here on the Cape, and it's going to be pretty cool. It's something I came up with while playing around with a few new colors, namely this one here, which is really cool, this dark sea blue. You're going to see more of this on the channel. I've kind of fallen in love with it. It's a really nice dark blue-green color, and it's a great base, and building up through turquoise and then into the Kraken skin from that dark blue color here, the night blue that I use a lot, we get a really nice color. And I've done it on some of the Stormcast now. If you've seen by now, when this video comes out, my vlog that I would have done recently showed a few models that I'd done off camera which use this blend on a Lord Arcanum on Griff Charger. The Griff Charger's painted in that, and a cloak from a little converted Battle Mage has that sort of turquoise color, and it's really fun to do. So I thought I'd bring you in on the process and show you the recipe. So if you want something that's a little different, not quite as blue to grass green to bright green like my normal blue-green blend is, this one's more turquoise style. So I thought that'd be cool. So grab yourself a model, and I guess let's get started, eh? Alright, so as usual we want to set up our gradient. So we've got that nice dark blue there, and then you go into the dark sea blue, the turquoise mixed with some of the dark sea blue, then the turquoise, the Kraken mixed in with the turquoise, more Kraken mixed in with the turquoise, then a sort of off Kraken, and then Kraken. So we've got quite a long gradient here of color, and you're going to see me begin to put that base blue down on Eldrad, and then move into the dark sea blue, which is our real base color. So the dark blue is just there to get away from the black undercoat and move into something else. So we've got some like blue shadows, and so you're going to see that dark sea blue getting painted down as our main base layer, leaving all of the deep folds and the deep crevices the dark blue, and that sets us up for our third I guess layer tone or base tone, which will be that sort of off turquoise color, and that's where we start to really get into the highlighting and layering process. So with that, what you're trying to do is nice as clean a lines, drags down those folds as you can. You'll see me doing it, just trying to do it in one motion. That's really going to help give this a nice smooth look, but you know, it takes practice, so you just got to work at it. But this is your main layer, I guess, to add in brightness, and you're just going to go around and hit all those main areas, still hitting a fairly large amount of each of those folds, and then that's going to set us up really well for the mid-tone, which is our turquoise color. So with that, now you're probably moving down a brush, and this is still a layer, but it's more of a highlight layer, I guess. So you're going to do a little bit less of the model, and you'll see me dragging the lines down the folds, just really building in that turquoise color. So we've got that nice gradient from a dark blue up into that dark sea blue, and then into turquoise. And so once we've got all that down, then the next step is the highlighting stage, and this is where we're going to start pushing towards that bright green, that Kraken skin. And so we've got our first sort of turquoise Kraken mix, which is more turquoise than Kraken, and we're going to use a fine detail brush here, and you're going to see me just lining in those nice line edge highlights all the way down, using the edge of the brush along the edges of the folds and so on, the point along the flats, and just really building in those highlights all the way around, feathering it out on the ends so you get that nice sort of feathered look, little dots and so on if you want to add a bit of texture. And then once that's all down, then we move into that sort of more, I guess, half and half mix of the Kraken skin and the turquoise, and that's going to be again less of the highlights now, like a finer line, and further down the folds towards the ends of the cape, and you're just going to go around and just pick out all of those details, paying special attention to around the face, the folds that are around Eldrad's helmet there. And then once that's all done, then we move into that sort of almost Kraken skin. And so with this is our real sharp fine highlight, and so we want a nice fine detail brush here, and you're just picking out the very edges, the ends of the folds, anywhere where the folds are crossing to create a point. You know, you're just going around and finding those little points of light to really bring out that green, so you've got that full gradient from dark blue all the way up into that Kraken skin. And so that's where we're going for. So once that's all done, now we have that pure Kraken skin, and this is the almost a spot highlight, a little bit more than a spot highlight. You'll see me just dragging it down a little further, not quite just a small dot, but enough just to really give a bright green. And you're just going to go around and pick out where you want. Now on mine, I've done a bit of stylization here where we've got sort of bright points all the way down the folds, especially around the front near the face. You don't have to do that, but I just chosen to allow that light to be a little bit sort of unusual on those areas. But normally the light would be more hitting from the top and then fading away and then hitting the ends, but I've done a few little midpoints, you'll see. And so then finally, just to really push this, you don't have to go this far, but I like to go just that little bit extra mile, especially for a character model. You wouldn't do this on your troops, but we just add a little bit of white in that Kraken skin. You'll see me just dotting around. This is the spot highlight, so just the very points, the ends, just to really brighten it up and give a really vibrant finish for the model. And there we go, one turquoise blue-green blend all done. Let's take a look. So yeah, really fun one to do. I had to show you because yeah, that dark sea blue color is really growing on me. I really love it, and it goes really well with the turquoise, as you can see. Yeah, it's just super fun. So please give it a go. It's yeah, it's really satisfying to do. But anyway, I'll leave you a nice close-up image of this guy at the end so you can check it out, and the paint list and so on, as I normally do. But I hope you've enjoyed this. Please hit that like button, subscribe button. It really helps me out. And I guess I'll catch you on the next one.